I'm heading into the beachfront home office of Denise. She's the owner, editor, and manager of Banderas News, Puerto Vallarta's largest online daily newspaper. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Sandra. Come on in.
Tell me, how on earth did you find your way to Puerto Vallarta and to becoming owner and manager of Puerto Vallarta's most lively newspaper?
Before I got here, I had a boat rental in Texas, and it was a seasonal business. So I was off every year from October until March. And my parents owned a condo here, so I came and stayed with them, during the off season. At first it started out, it was like a week, and then the next time I would extend my flight, and the next time I'd stay for 2 weeks, and so the next year I would book for a month, and then I ended up staying 6 weeks, and went back to Texas, closed down my business, packed up my house, put a bunch of stuff in storage, and thinking that I was just going to do like a 1 year trial period. I was going to rent something and keep my stuff in storage there, but it just didn't work out that way because it ended up that buying this condo cost less than renting a place per month.
So what year was that, Denise, that you actually moved down here, put your stuff in storage and came down?
I actually moved here in January 2000.
Okay.
So I've been here full-time 13 years now.
All right. You've seen a lot of changes, I bet, huh?
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. When I first came here, it was more of a small Mexican town, especially this side of town.
Yeah.
I live in Old Town. And now it's like a cosmopolitan city. It's just incredible. And I'm not sure if I like that or not, to tell you the truth. I kind of like the old Mexican feel.
I know. So when did you decide that a newspaper was something you wanted to try?
Well, actually, I started out because a gentleman in Bucerias had an actual print publication for sale, and it was called Banderas News.
Ah.
And it was kind of like a thrifty nickel type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so we took it over. I had a partner at the time. We took it over and we made a print publication. And then my partner was into the internet, so we decided to make it a copy of it onto the internet every month. It was a monthly publication. And eventually, we started in December of 2000, actually. We started in December of 2000, and then went along, and everything was going real well, and then 9/11 came along, and it didn't just affect the United States, it affected Mexico as well, because the economy just went in the toilet. So we closed it down, and about 3 years later, we just happened to look it up one day, and it was getting like 10,000 viewers.
Oh my gosh.
We just picked it back up and started working on it, and then we worked on it for a few years, and then my partner and I went our separate ways, and I took over from there. I've been doing it by myself for 3 years now.
Great. Well, I can tell that you enjoy doing it, even though it's a lot of work. What kind of hours do you work? Do you get paid, or is this a labor of love?
Well, a little bit of both, actually. A little bit of both. We have advertising contracts, obviously. We do annual contracts for people. We reach about 70,000 unique visitors every month.
Wow, that's great.
And up, sometimes up to 120, just depends on the month.
Mm-hmm.
But the average is probably around 80.
Probably depends on the content, too, because you're a full newspaper, right? You have articles, you have weather, you have
Oh, yes.
Personals, you have photos, you have videos, you've got everything on there, right?
Yes. On there, but mostly it is a labor of love, because I'm not getting rich by any means, but I'm having a good life, and I love my life, and I live right on the beach.
For the viewers who are interested in knowing a little bit more about coming here, living here, being engaged here as far as work or volunteer work or anything, do you have any comments to make, especially to the women out there in our audience who might be thinking of moving here?
Well, moving here is a decision, and it's more than a decision, it's a commitment. You have to be committed to living here, or you're not going to make it, because it's not always easy. It's a different country, it's a different culture. There's going to the bank. In the States, you go to the bank, you go through the drive-through, in and out, 5 minutes. Here, you take a book and a bottle of water. The way people think about business is different. You know, you can make an appointment with somebody and then they're not there when you show up. And even going to the doctor sometimes, you have a 2:30 appointment, you get there at 2:15, you see them at 3:30, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it just, there's...
I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges to those of us who have moved here, is to learn how to slow down and to move with the pace that the Mexican people are used
Exactly.
to, and not have high expectations of, you know, doing it our way, because it's not our way anymore. We're here in a different country, and actually now that I've been here for 5 years, I find the pace is really, it's healthier. You know, no more stress, supposedly, right?
Exactly.
Denise, I want to thank you so much for interviewing with me.
Banderasnews.com.
All
It's
right.
Puerto Vallarta's liveliest website.
Great. Thanks so much, Denise.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.